Hello, I'm Luvic, and this will be a reading for the sign of Pisces. Sun sign, rising sign, Cancer sign, in the month of March. If this reading is for you, it may be for you, it may not be for you. You decide. Also, I will not be reaching out to you for financial information. I do not do private readings, anything like that. If somebody does do that, it is not me. And my only accounts are at Luvix Tarot on YouTube and TikTok. Anyone else is not me. So, I meditated a little bit before hitting record. I very much got this vibes of work life and this sense of like business thinking. Hey. So, I also saw the color green. So there's a very like sort of financial feeling I'm getting. All right. Let's see. What is the general vibe for the sign of Pisces? Okay, we got the Three of Swords. That's way too much. I'm not taking that. All right. There's a lot of cards. Okay. So, with the Three of Swords and the Four of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords, these ones right here, I'm really getting the vibe that is kind of like somebody wants to talk themselves out of a stressful situation, if that makes any sense. Like, they're trying to change a stressful situation through conversation, but they're kind of staying in it. Then we got the King of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the Moon. So, I feel like this energy, whoever this is for, I feel like they're in a position where it is stable for now, but there's this just deep desire to go a different path. And it's like not sure where they're heading. But they know that they want to step forward into this energy of creativity, expression, celebration with others, and then it's like family is what I'm getting here. I feel like this person no longer has the desire to put all their energy into something that they don't feel is serving them anymore. And they want to enjoy, time with family, time with friends, time being creative. And maybe they feel that where they are now, they are just simply too busy to enjoy the small things. So, let's see if there's any messages for the sign of Pisces. Any messages for the sign of Pisces? Okay, there we go. Okay. Interesting. So we got the Four of Wands, the Ten of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles. So this is all about celebration of the success that has been built with others. That's like the simplest way to read these cards. But I feel like this is the energy of kind of like the energy of somebody who is ready to enjoy the fruits of their labor. Like they've already put in the hard work. They've already done everything they can. And now it's time to just sit back and enjoy. Any other messages for the signs of Pisces? Interesting. So we got the Three of Wands, the Ten of Swords in reverse, and the Seven of Swords. So I think what this is saying is it's time to make a decision, maybe. Or it's time to kind of travel. Yeah. So, if you look at this card, he's kind of looking out over a lake, and there's like these little boats down there, and he's watching them. I feel like this is energy of like taking time to go to the lake and just go fishing. You know, take your radio, go fishing, you know, crack a few cold ones. And with the 10 of Swords in reverse and the 7 of Swords, this is really saying, you know, it's time to leave. There's time to kind of step out of this stress zone, this energy of pain. But it's, you know, the 10 of Swords is also a card of completion, where you've been through the most pain you have. Now the only way you can go is up, right? I mean, it's in reverse. So, and then the 7 of Swords, this is the card of strategy. Sometimes the card of deception, stuff like that. But I really feel like this is more about planning. So I feel that some of you need to take a step back and just plan a vacation, plan a day trip to the park with your family, your friends, whoever, and take some time to really kind of enjoy life and enjoy nature. I feel nature is a big kind of energy coming through as well. There's also this energy like very much thinking. I feel like you're thinking a lot about doing these things, but I'm not seeing much of actually doing it. Okay, what is the challenge for Pisces? What's the challenge for Pisces? Anything else? Any other cards? There we go. There we go. So you got the Lovers and the 5 of Pentacles. Gotta cover them up since they're naked. So, you know, there's definitely this kind of lack feeling in a situation. The Lovers, you know, is often portrayed as like literal lovers, but that's not what it is. It is a relationship. It is a connection. It is the relationship to your job, it can be a person, but it's a partnership, really. So I feel like so right now the angel and then like the little tree that's on fire next to the guy is really popping out to me. And then over here, the window with the pentacles is really popping out to me. It kind of reminds me of like the tree of life. If you've ever seen that. This almost feels more spiritual to me than like if it's relationship wise. Maybe this is like your relationship with the divine, with spirituality. Maybe some of you are feeling like so caught up in the day-to-day that you're forgetting or simply just not acknowledging the existence of spirit or source, whatever that may be for you. It's kind of, I'm getting there, and I feel like y'all need to kind of reconnect to that a little bit. And then you also got the 8 of Cups, the 4 of Swords, and the Queen of Wands. So this is really saying, like, you know, some of you really need to, like, step away and pursue tranquility, calm. I feel like this is a journey to kind of find yourself again and rest and recuperate and heal from like the hustle and bustle of life. With the Queen of Wands, you know, it's very much a fiery energy, somebody who speaks their mind, speaks what they want, you know, can very much be kind of hot-tempered as well. But what I'm feeling here is more of kind of on the creative side. Maybe some of you create using your voice, like maybe some of you sing. Perhaps you're a stand-up comedian. Maybe you like to crack jokes with your family. And the 2 little, I guess, lions there at the base of her throne, those are really standing out to me. Maybe you're connected to a Leo somehow. Okay. That was your challenge, right? Yeah, that was your challenge. So it's really like, perhaps some of you are finding difficulty in obtaining that rest and that peace and that humor in your day-to-day life. Maybe, you feel like the things that you say are underappreciated at times. Interesting. Let's see. What is the advice for Pisces? What's the advice for Pisces? Interesting. Okay. So you got the Eight of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Two of Cups. Hold those correctly and show you. So there's a good bit of earth here. Yeah, I really feel like there's something that y'all want to do. Something, you're wanting a start, something fresh, for one. But, you're also kind of just wanting to release yourself from such a mundane cycle. And I feel with the Queen of Pentacles and the Two of Cups here, this could be nourishing relationships with a partner, with family, with friends. But it's also, I'm really getting the vibe of nourishing your relationship with yourself. Like, how do you view yourself? How do you treat yourself? Do you look in the mirror and say bad things about yourself, or do you tell yourself that you love yourself? Because it really feels like very much like there's just this overall feeling and need for self-care, for self-nourishment, to, pursue things that you enjoy that will really help you get through the day-to-day, to get through the stress of, the world that we live in, the economy, the work life, the, just where we are in the state of the world. And it's really very much encouraging you to take care of yourself, both physically, mentally, emotionally. Take a break, because it looks like you've done the work here. You've taken on a massive amount of weight and work over the past couple of years. It's just, it's time. You deserve a break. You deserve a little picnic in the park, Okay, I'm kind of getting stuck on that, so let's move on. What is in the shadows for Pisces? What's in the shadows for Pisces? Okay, we got the Two of Pentacles. Anything else? Anything else in the shadows for Pisces? Anything else? Thank you. Oh, yes. Ugh. So we got the Two of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. Yeah. So you're debating on just continuing the same old stuff, or do you want to take the time and care for your emotional well-being? But the thing is, if you are just if you stay in this energy of work, 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 you're always going to be doing this. You're always going to be juggling and saying, you know, I want more out of life. I want time. I want freedom. And, you know, if you're the type of person that is just stockpiling, you know, whatever amount of PTO you get at work, your vacation time, you never use it, or you don't use it in a way that is nourishing, you will always be in this energy. And it's really, you know, I feel you need to use these opportunities to really put yourself in a position of where you can take the time. You know, start planning vacation. Start saving up your PTO. Start saving up your vacation time. Or if you don't get those things, you know, start saving money and request some time off and take a vacation. That's really what I'm getting. All right. I'm now going to get some oracle cards for you, Pisces. Let's get one oracle card for Pisces, please. Just one. Out of all the readings I've done, I've gotten multiple. And it's supposed to be one. There we go. I feel like I should continue. Nope. Okay, we got truth transcends illusion and time to let go. But I'm going to put them back into the deck. We're just going to take this one. We got skunk spirit. Know your worth. Number 54. Alrighty. Skunk spirit, know your worth. What do you value? What do you believe in? is your best, most authentic self on display. Skunk Spirit comes as a reminder that you can be proud of who you are and what you have accomplished. Know your worth. Not everyone will agree with you or share your values, but you can walk with your head high, knowing that when you express your integrity, others can feel your authenticity and will be inspired by it. Be who you are, and if your reputation precedes you, good. You have much to be proud of, and Skunk Spirit wants you to be your best self, the true you. And then the protection message. Not everyone will appreciate you. Many people have issues of their own to address, and you may trigger something in them. But if so, no matter, Skunk Spirit calls you to be fully yourself without apology. Now is a time for honesty and admitting that something does not sit right for you. You deserve the self-respect that comes when you courageously choose to stand up for yourself and speak your truth in love. Remember who you are and what really matters to you, and act with integrity. You will be so glad you did. Yeah. Well, that is all I have for you today. Hopefully this helped you with something, or, something or another. Anyways, yeah. Bye.